So how's it going, Horizon?
I'm good, bro.
Good to hear. What exactly inspired you to start that just to like your brand and like what how'd you get into music first? Let's go over that one. How'd you get into music first of all?
For real, bro. Music is just my life. I've been doing it this whole time, bro. Um, for me, a lot of people see music as like songs and like concerts and stuff. For me, I'm seeing it as like frequency. It's just like everything is frequency and vibration. I'm seeing it as frequency. So like I can like basically create worlds with it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a whole new vision for everything. To be honest, just the whole music industry.
That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely have started to like the more I've learned about like over the past year, I'd say I learned a lot about like just energy, frequency. Literally everything is energy and frequency. And so I've definitely started to see music in like a different light with that perspective, which is it's really interesting. Have you ever listened to solfeggio frequencies?
Yeah, actually, I experimented with it. I didn't actually like you know fully create something with it, but I've experimented with it with like reference material,
Mm,
and that's just lit. That's
it
just
is.
really lit, bro.
Yeah. No, I've definitely. Well, first of all, for the listeners who don't know what solfeggio frequencies are, they are just these frequencies. I think they're usually like either 111 hertz, 222, stuff like that. So repeating, but supposedly they have different. The different frequencies have these different beneficial aspects to them. So like some of them will aid in the recovery of like your cells and like help you heal better. Others will just I can't think of some of the other ones off the top of my head, but this sounds it sounds like crazy. Like there's no way that like a frequency like that can like help me recover from an injury. Like, but I've definitely like listened to. I actually like to listen to them when I'm just like doing work or like studying. I'll go on YouTube and like just search up one, and it's just kind of it's so relaxing, so peaceful, and I think like it doesn't necessarily have to aid in the recovery of like your body and like heal you. Like it's just how you like vibe with it, honestly, how you feel, how it makes you feel. And I think for anyone who's never heard of it or is kind of skeptical of its benefits, I think just go on YouTube and search up solfeggio frequencies, give it a listen, and see for yourself. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
bro. That's just legit. In my opinion, bro, that's just legit scientifically. Like just for any
no,
like
yeah,
naysayers, you feel me? Because like your brain is operating on a certain wave either way. Like, and if you're sick, bro, it's operating on a like a wave that's you can correlate with sickness, and then
yeah,
just reverse engineer that, you feel me? And you can create a wave that's associated with healthiness, healing,
exactly.
recovery, you feel me?
Yeah, and the Earth itself has a frequency. I think it's Schumann resonance. It's connected in a way to. I think it's connected to 432 hertz. At least I've seen that. Like it has some significance, and so um, the Earth itself is resonating at a specific frequency because just everything's energy and frequency. And so when you kind of connect the dots and like be like, oh, the Earth resonates at a specific frequency. There's 432 hertz, like we talked about, how it is just like kind of makes you like puts you in a better mood, stuff like that, like helps you in that way. And then solfeggio frequencies, like literally everything is energy and frequency. Like we're vibrating right now, the computer's vibrating right now. You can't see it, but like everything's impacted
Yes,
by
sir.
these frequencies. So it's really not when you think about it in that way, it's really not that crazy to think about how listening to specific frequencies can impact you. So what was like your spirit in a way? I kind of hate the word spiritual journey just because like I don't know
Yeah.
why, but like you know what I'm talking about. Like what was kind of the moment or the like the journey for you where you're like, oh, I think there's a lot more to like this life thing than just like us as like physical beings. Where like what was your spiritual uh, like awakening like?
Have you ever heard of the Bhagavad Gita? It's one of the Hindu texts.
It sounds familiar.
You
Can you
never
hear
read
me?
it?
No, I've never read it. I've heard of it though, I think.
It's basically like it's kind of like the Bible. It was a few. I think it was like 2,000 years before, and it's part of a greater Hindu epic, which is part of an even greater story. But suffice to say, reading the Bhagavad Gita, I actually hear I have it right here. Had to prepare for the interview.
Okay, nice.
But if you ever read the Bhagavad Gita, it teaches you a lot, bro. It's just like this is what it is. Uh, these are the things you got to do to reach enlightenment or have a higher chance of doing so. And so, firstly, being a kid, having all this like I wouldn't say gifts because I don't want to sound like you know what I mean. But like
Yeah.
just having all this weird shit, and then furthermore, being a teen, taking psychedelics and shit, and then after that, getting into like spiritual texts, it's like it's just a whole journey for me, bro. Like it's something I'm like kind of obsessed with. I won't use the word obsessed, but
Yeah.
spirituality is like me.
No, it's definitely like a spiritual journey is definitely something that is like a lifelong thing. Like you're never gonna learn everything about yourself. Like it's gonna take your entire life, I think, in my opinion, to like learn about like
Mm-hmm.
these different spiritual aspects just like in yourself. And so yeah, I can definitely feel that.
Oh, you want to do one last question,
Yeah. Um,
please? Please.
let's see. We kind of already talked about this, but like I guess this was more with your like your vision for your brand, but like let's say 50 years from now, what do you hope to see? Like, how do you hope to see humanity, the world, like nature, humans interact, anything like that? Like, what's your vision in like 50 years from now?
I want to inspire other people to make brands like mine, just spiritual brands in general, and I want people to see the outside scope of earthly problems and realize this is an extraterrestrial experience, bro. Like this is a wider experience than what they think society is.
Yeah.
I I just want everybody. I want everybody to just like get away from the 3D bullshit and just find out who they really are.
And like start a movement. Like, I think just that's honestly my goal too, is just to like uh, kind of like slowly change the people around me by inspiring them to do certain things, like just see the world differently, just like make beneficial changes to their lives. Like inspiration is the biggest catalyst to change, and I think that's how we're going to get to that 50 year from now. Like everything's better, different. We're living in harmony with nature, hopefully,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
through inspiration.
Hey, bro, I appreciate that. You too, bro.
Yeah.
I swear, I be on your timeline a lot, bro. That shit's, it's the real deal. That's the truth, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to I've been trying to just spread like my message through kind of positivity and like thinking about mine, because like the past couple months I've learned a like just huge amount of things about like the way I view the world and like the mindset changes that have helped me. So I kind of just try to share that message in the hopes that it like helps other people. And it's kind of just fun to write tweets about that stuff.
Definitely. Bro, like I definitely see the what is it? The overall theme of it, and it's improvement, bro. It's
Yeah,
improvement. It's constant improvement.
exactly.
Evolution, bro.
Yeah,
Evolution of character.
that the most important thing for just anybody is to, even if it's just 1% improvement, is to improve from the day
Yep.
before. That's what growth is, and that's
Sure.
how we're going to evolve and change the world and inspire others, is 1% improvement each and every day. So for listeners who don't know you, where can they find you in your work? And I'll also link these down below in the podcast description. But like, where can they find you on Twitter and in your clothing brand and everything, in your music?
Sure, yes, sir. You guys can find me on Twitter at Horizons Rebirth. You can find my clothing brand in the link in the description as long as everything else I'm putting out. So
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on here. Horizon. This
Thank
was
you, bro.
a great talk. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in. This was, I believe, this will probably be episode 3 of Dreamchasers podcast. And so I will catch you all on the next one.